We are less than 24 hours away now from the return of the Premier League for West Ham United 2021-22 season. Yes. What a time to be out. I'm very excited. I don't know if you could tell, I'm very excited. And before we get on to today's topic that's about transfers and there's going to be some negativity, I wanted to start positive because I'm really excited for tomorrow. And my negativity and people's frustrations, I think, surrounding the transfer window, the two do not need to coincide with one another. Do you know what I mean? You can be angry about this and be super hyped about that, and I am. I'm very excited about the return to the Premier League tomorrow, and I really do think we've got a chance for once. Usually, I'm scared of teams that play like Newcastle, teams who are defensive first, counter-attacking only, similar to us. Newcastle are like us, but a little bit more defensive. It usually scares me. If you've watched anything I do on this channel, if you watched the stuff I do on the Patreon, Two Spanners, One Hammer, the Helms Chat Patreon exclusive podcast made just for you. Shout out Ray, what a man. You'll know I have a large amount of trepidation about games like this. However, I'm confident this time, man. I'm confident. There's something about the way this team has been playing in pre-season. Playing four at the back, getting Ben Rama Fornals into good attacking positions, little passing triangles, linking up, getting involved together, all that stuff. There's something about the way we've been doing all this that's giving me more confidence than I probably should have. Look, we know from recent times, Newcastle are a difficult side for us. They don't play in a way that helps us whatsoever. But I think this is the time where we're going to play in the way we should do against Newcastle. And I'm confident. I'm excited. It's back. The Premier League's back. And hey, if you're confident, even if you're not, I don't really care. Actually, to be fair, if you're not confident, that's fine. Come get involved in the watch along. Tomorrow, I'll be doing it right here, youtube.com/Hammers Chat. Come get involved. From about half an hour before kickoff, all the way through until full time. Come one, come all. Join the happy throng, the sad throng, whatever it's going to end up being. Get involved. Get involved. You know, I'd love to see you. I personally would love you to come. Now, there's been some quotes from David Moyes in the last day about transfers that I wanted to read out and talk about because I think they're incredibly naive and I think the situation is insane. Now the positivity's over. If you just came for positivity, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Like the video, subscribe to me, all that good stuff. I apologise because I'm about to talk about the naivety and stupidity of West Ham's leadership in terms of transfer market. Moyes, on the difficulty of signing a striker, said these quotes are from Roshane Thomas at The Athletic from Moyes' press conference. Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas. I hope you're well. I appreciate your work. Quote, I wouldn't say that I'm overly confident, but I think that's mainly due to the availability. It's not that West Ham don't want to sign a striker or the owners don't want to buy one. It's more to do with the availability. I don't want to bring in players to the club who are not going to be valuable. I could tick a box and sign a centre forward which the media or everybody else would accept, maybe even the supporters, but I'm only going to bring players who I think will offer something to this team. I could sign a centre forward, but I'm trying to find one who I think will contribute, make a difference, help us, and finding that at the right value as well as having good statistical numbers isn't that easy. David. First thing I want to say. I could tick a box and sign a centre forward, which would make the media or everyone else I would accept. Jordan Hugo. Okay, Dave. And actually, before we get into it, shout out to OneFootball. It's a beautiful app. It works on your phone. The other day, my phone wasn't charged. Today, my phone is charged, right? So now when I'm tapping it, you can imagine I'm tapping my phone. OneFootball, it's the OneFootball app. It's the most important app you can get in terms of football stuff. It's the best one. It combines social media with football, right? So you can only follow, or you only have to follow, and only get news and stuff that you want to know about. West Ham, for example, you want to know the team news an hour before kickoff. You follow West Ham on the OneFootball app. You get involved. They'll send a push notification to your phone. It says the West Ham lineup. You see it. If you're ever wondering, if you're watching our build-up show and you think, how did Gion Gonzo get the team lineups? That's how they do it on the OneFootball app. Get involved. It's a beautiful app. It's a wonderful app. And they're good people. They sponsored us yet again, so they must be good people. Thank you very much, OneFootball. And hey, everyone, go get involved. Link is in the description below and in the comments. Have a little click. have fun. Have fun on the app. Good times. If something does happen, if we do sign someone, which David Moyes is saying apparently we won't, you'll know because of the One Football app. This is incredibly naive from David Moyes. I can't lie to you. And this starts from him and from the ownership, I think is insane. And I don't think it's a coincidence that our two most disappointing transfer windows in recent memory have both been under David Moyes. And that's this one. And then I'm thinking his first one, the January when we signed Hugo. And then after it on deadline day. And then all after it, we sold, we brought in Everett on a free. I don't think there's any coincidence that those are under David Moyes. And I'm not blaming David Moyes. I think he's partly to blame, but I think it's the concoction of the two, him and David Sullivan together. They just don't mix. They create this sort of cocktail of laissez-faire movements in the market that really harm us. Because I understand his argument, right? Saying that he only wants to bring in someone that he said, for example, I want to sign a centre forward, but I want one who will contribute, make a difference, and help us. And finding that at the right value, blah, 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 isn't easy. I get that, right? I understand the argument of you don't want to waste money. The arguments I hear, for example, a lot on social media when I'm speaking about these sort of things is we don't want to just waste money for the sake of wasting money. We only should buy players who are going to compete for the first team. It's good that David Moyes isn't just accepting a whole boatload of Will Salthouse clients. We should take our time and be certain of quality. Yes, all those things are true. I can't argue that. But all of those come with pros and cons. And the problem with doing all of those at the same time is the cons far outweigh the pros. And you get to a stage where we had the smallest squad last year. Our squad is now smaller. We have significantly more games. And we start the Premier League season tomorrow. The idea of, we shouldn't just sign a striker for the sake of signing a striker. We only want someone who will add value to the team. So you're saying not having a second striker would not add value? Having a second choice forward wouldn't add value, would it not, Dave? Because yes, let's just play Jared Bowen or Yarmolenko up front. Let's just keep getting people, just shoving them into the square peg in the round hole. Let's just keep doing it because that works every single time, doesn't it? It's not like when we get an injury, that's a big problem. We have the smallest squad by far, and it's a big problem. This sort of careful, considered planning, and look, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with careful, considered planning. I don't have a problem with trying to find someone who is going to be a real value to the team for the right money, has good statistics backing them up. I'm fine with that. Love a good statistic, me. But the bigger problem here is that we've had months to do this. What have you been doing since January, bruv? Why are we now here and going, well, maybe or maybe not? We were told that basically we didn't spend the Haller money and we didn't spend any proper money in January because we wanted to save it for the right person. So in this window, Moyes could go and get his number one choice and stuff. Well, his number one choice keeps saying no. It seems to only be centre-backs. We signed a goalkeeper on loan. We've now got more senior goalkeepers at the club. I saw someone tweet this. I think it was... Well, I say it was Dan Silva? If it wasn't, I'm sorry. And if it was, cheers, Dan. It was like, we have more senior goalkeepers than we do senior strikers and fit centre-backs at the club combined. And listen, we need 2 goalkeepers to be on the bench. So you need as many goalkeepers as possible. But bruv, just do something. You can't have spent all of this time since January doing what? This is the point. Just because you can only sign people during these 2 months or however long it is, doesn't mean you can only look at people in those 2 months. Have a list, Who was it? Leicester, right? Someone gets injured, someone goes down, they instantly know who they're going to go get. They get someone. Someone gets sold, Harry Maguire, for example, they already have Sayuncu at the club. There's a succession plan there. They know what they're doing. Not only do we not have a succession plan in terms of like, if we need a centre-back, we'll target these 4 people in order. We can go, these are the 4 people we know we can go and get. We don't have any plan. We seem to just look at Milenkovic and go, yeah, all right, we'll try to sign him. We'll try. And then we get like 2 weeks of, progress is being made. Is it? Because it doesn't feel like it. Because I feel like if you just keep doing progress for some time, eventually it will have to happen, right? And yet we're still here sitting going, wow, no, agents' fees are still a problem. They've been a problem. Then why are we now only going, well, I don't know, maybe we'll move on from it. This laissez-faire attitude is a problem. And it's not that I don't have confidence in the people we have. This is another quote from Moyes. This is what I want to finish on. Quote, I don't think West Ham supporters are frustrated. I think they're realising how good the team has been. So many will be coming back to see the new players who they've not seen for the last 18 months who have been doing really well. Dave, it's not the 50s. We can watch every game online on the internet, even if we don't have Sky or BT, bruv. What do you mean? Like, yeah, will it be fun to see, like, the axis of Souček and Rice in full flow together in person? Yes. Will it be fun to see Ben Rama if he hits the ground running in full flow in person? Yes. I've seen Said Ben Rama play football. I know what he does. Just figure it out. Because again, I don't disagree with the arguments of it's good that we're not just bringing in Salt House clients, so we're not just bringing in people for the sake of it. We're not just bringing in, we're bringing in players who have to compete. We have to be certain of quality. I agree with all those things, but the negativity of all of those things, the cons that all of those bring combined together at the same time, leave us in a horrendously bad position. The idea of let's not just bring someone in for the sake of it. We have one striker. Signing literally any striker would not be for the sake of it. It would be to add the squad depth that is desperately needed for a team who are going into a European campaign. David Moyes, David Sullivan, get your fingers out of your arse and do something, you bunch of... The watch along tomorrow. Come get involved. I'll be significant. I'll be in a different mood. I'll be hyped. You saw how excited I was at the beginning of the video. I'm genuinely excited for tomorrow. Come get involved. Of course, the preview. There will be a build-up show an hour before kickoff. Gio and Gonzo will be live on this very channel. It will then go into me. He'll be doing the watch along, and then the review will be straight after. It's match days here at Hammers Chat, and it's very exciting to be back. Come get involved. Hit the like button, please. It helps us a massive amount. Subscribe if you're new around here. Patreon.com/Hammers Chat. The One Football app. Shout out to you all, and I shall see you tomorrow. See ya. Bye.